Hello, this is Jimmy Love, and welcome back to another episode of Tropico 5. In the last episode, we had just declared our independence from the Crown. We are at 72% happiness. It was a wonderful battle that the only casualty we lost was the guard tower over here. And I would love to rebuild it, but we are in a kind of a predicament. We are at a negative 7,000 in our treasury right now. We need to go ahead and rebuild that as quickly as possible. And that's usually the toughest part with Tropico, is actually maintaining your treasury. A lot of micromanaging is happening throughout the entire game. That being said, we have to go ahead and work on our trade. We have one trade already set up, and it's with meats, and that's with the, I guess we'll call it with the allied powers. And we already have that set up with our ranch over here. Now what we also do, my plan is before the end of this episode, we want to go ahead and put another dock over here so we can get another trade route. That way we can go ahead and increase our revenue. Speaking of revenue, let's go ahead and take a look at our almanac here. We have a revenue of 62,000. Our expenses are 70,000, which is not very good at all. We have to go ahead and decrease our expenses as quickly as possible. But let's look at
The great
our...
communist revolution started in Russia. Unfortunately, it was a resounding success. Now they have no one to revolt against.
That's why they're trying to export and selling it cheap to brother nations like ours. Objective: pay 10,000 to import the communist revolution. Reward 10 communists. No. No. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that right now. That is something I don't really need. Can I build that actually? Can I build? Not a fisherman's wharf. I can't do it. Just because I don't have no money. Perfect. Yeah, no money. Can't do it. Our expenses are still going a little bit up. How's this doing? Okay. How about you? Visitors 50 out of 50. Revenue is pretty high up. Can we have any? Nope, we have no managers. Don't want to demolish that. So we have to find a way how to build our treasury quicker. This here is not going to do. So let's go ahead and bring down the budget of the military fort, because we really don't need it just yet. I want to go ahead and bring down each one of these. Perfect. So all of our military has gone. We have decreased our budget immensely. By immensely, maybe about $40 for each one of these. This one went from, yeah, maybe $20. Which is a great thing to do. I mean, when there's no threat of any military attack, we should just go ahead and bring this right down. Of course, the job quality is going to be pretty poor, but unless there's a revolutionary revolt within, if I'm expecting one, I'll go ahead and increase my military expenditures. But at this moment in time, I really don't need it. It is not that important.
We, the leaders of the Tropican nation, in our desire to put into words the will of the Tropican people to follow and obey the laws of the state and maintain the traditional universal Tropican values of liberty, peace, love, understanding, siesta, and hidden Swiss bank accounts, do hereby sign the first legitimate constitution of Tropico.
Perfect. Increases support for independence. That is a little past. Allows amended constitution once independent. Okay. So voting rights. Let's go ahead and have all citizens vote. Maybe. Fewer voters. Wealthy citizens. You know what? We may just go with wealthy citizens only. We'll probably do all citizens later. And I should go ahead and mention while I amend this constitution, this is has nothing to do with my personal political views. This is just what I think is going to be best for my current island. For the time being, I do want to be maintained in power. I mean, I am a communist leader, if you will. But I do want to make sure I'm in power for the longest time. Wealthy citizens vote. So persons finding himself in possession of any item of considerable value within the boundaries of the state of Tropico will be hereinafter named voters. The voters possess the legal right to pass their vote. We'll go ahead and do that. Religion and state, theocracy, increased liberty and happiness, atheist state, research is 10% faster, less religious citizen. Okay. We'll do secular. Freedom of religion. Yeah. And armed forces, militia. Alright, so conscription. No education for soldiers. But we probably will change this in the future. Stamp it. We're good. Now we look at this right here. Our expenses have dropped about $2,000. So we've actually brought down our expenses by 1/3, which is actually a pretty good margin. We did get a massive amount of money. Not sure where. It could have been with an export of some goods. It looks like that's exactly the case. And I don't know what this one is. Probably export of random goods. Let's go ahead and find some research so we can do some red tape. So we can do census, urban development, building permit. Or, actually that's probably the only one we can do. Yep, we have ranch upgrades. You know what, let's do ranch upgrades. That was something we should have done early on. But that'll probably give us a little bit more meat, a little bit faster. Yeah, mature fertilizer. That sounds good to me. We were in the positives though, which is great. Just for a couple more moments, we're going to drop down into the negatives. Again, we are about $4,000 above our revenue, or under our revenue, which is not a good thing. That being said, can I somehow make some more money? Not a Teamster's office. We want to go ahead and... Oh, we can do a restaurant now. That is something I really want. Provides entertainment for citizens and tourists. Effectiveness increased based on food variety. So, I do want to put one... That's the lumber mill. I do want to actually put one over here. You know, by all these people. But will it fit there? Really? It's going to fit right there. Hot dog. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, let's do it like... That looks good. Okay. You're going to fit right there? I guess you are. Well, that works. So, with food variety, we definitely have to get different options here. So, let's go with raw resources. Get a plantation going. We already have sugar. We have tobacco, cocoa, coffee. Coffee may be pretty... I like coffee. I always have a cup of coffee before I start recording. So, again, we have... I think that's corn, tobacco, sugar. Coffee could go... Where could coffee go? Cocoa? Nope. We already have cotton. Pineapples, no. Sugar, tobacco, sugar. Oh yes, sugar plantations over here. We don't need sugar anymore. Bananas? Yeah, this seems like a good spot for bananas, but I'm destroying a lot of trees over there, and I do want to keep as many trees as possible. That being said, let's go ahead with coffee. Coffee seems like a pretty good option, and I'm going to go ahead and see how I can get the most out of this. So let's put the coffee right there. That seems to be mostly green. Get a road going. Nope. Just like that. Perfect. So that seems like the best effectiveness for the coffee. Let's get a ranch going. We already have cattle. And let's go with pigs. Because pigs seems like a good option. It seems like pigs... I didn't know pigs needed like... I can't put them there. I mean, I guess they're eating. They're free-range pigs? If they're free-range pigs, we were an awesome island. Should we put the pigs next to people? That'd be kind of funny, actually. Yeah. Let's put it right there. That seems like a good spot for the pigs. Yeah, let's do it. Pigs. Come on down, piggies. And can I do anything? Oh, I'm dropping money like crazy. So this is, in turn, what this is going to do is going to go ahead and increase the effectiveness of this restaurant. In which case, I'm going to build 2. Can I build 2 right now? I could. Yes. Should I build it right there? Yeah, we'll build it right there. Perfect. So we're going to have 2 restaurants here. That's going to go ahead and increase our revenue. Once they're built, of course. And clearly this plantation of cotton is going to go ahead and do us some good. Now, again, we can't build another dock just yet, but once we do so, exporting cocoa would be very nice. Exporting gold will be even better. That is a lot of money for gold. Excuse me, can I build another? I can. I have enough money to build another dock, or I don't have enough money, but it's not going to penalize me if I do. Oh, can I put it right there, really? Well, it says I could. You know what? Screw it. You're going right there. I don't care if I am down. I want that right there. Gold. 3,000. How much gold do I have in here? How much left do I have? Amount left, 31,000. That's perfectly fine. You're exporting. Yes, we have some money left. This is going to be better. We're getting there. Once we start trading, I have to find out which side I want to like kind of ally myself. Do I want to ally with, well, the allies, or do I want to go with the Axis powers? Ooh, $12,000 worth of goods have been exported.
Someone stole my manuscript and published it under a pseudonym. It was an autobiographical story about two men on a mountain who want to form deep male bonds. They even stole the surrealistic chapter where fairies prance under a rainbow. The circumstances behind the theft are very queer.
Smooth. Now all Tropican men want to work on a ranch, and I will never receive any recognition. It all went poof. Ranch upgrades have now unlocked. Well, do I want to do that? Yeah. We're going to need those ranch upgrades. Manure fertilizer. Effectiveness of nearby plantation hydroponics farms is increased by 10. So, which is great because do you hear that accent I have? It's going to go ahead and increase the production. Or, what is this? Effectiveness by 10. Yes, please. That being said, I actually might just put some more farmland over here if I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this ranch over here. Let's see here. Now, this is a lot better. We are exporting. The restaurants are doing their job. Our revenue is at 102,000. Our expenses are 84,000. We are pretty much making about not 20, maybe about 18, almost $18,000. That's actually a very good number to have. Now, as I go ahead and export some additional stuff, we're gonna get a lot more gold. Thank you, restaurant. Oh, it's gone. You know what? I should have just removed the ship and just went for the gold. It'll come back. That's what I should have done. I should have just removed the ship and added to the gold, and then probably would have, and that would have still kept. Because when you actually have an active trade route, you remove that ship. This active trade route is still there. I could have just went ahead and grabbed that gold one, and then I would have resumed my old trade route once this one is finished being built. I should have done that. Didn't think of that. I am silly. We have now 3 homeless families and 1 unemployed person. But the housing quality over here is actually pretty good. We have a lot to do here. This logging camp will disappear eventually, in which case I'll probably put it up here. So I think I'm gonna make this like mansion row. But look at how dense the trees are. I do want that logging camp to stay there. And I do want this to keep this as a residential area. Or I could put it behind the palace. Perfect. Now let's put a tenement. Right there. Yes. We're only going to put 1 there for the time being. We only had, I think, 3 families that were homeless, and this was providing 12 families homes. So 1 will do just fine. Thank you for getting built. Wrong one. Only iron is there, and steel I have neither. But once that gold pops up, I do want to grab that as quickly as possible. Perfect. So, oh yeah, there's no road. Sorry. Okay. You may continue. Perfect. Now we have a road. Awesome. Well, can we start trading now? We have 2 ships, yes. Meat, tobacco, iron, steel. I think I may wait. I don't have steel yet. We're pretty good right now in terms of our revenue. Yeah, we're still about 20,000 above, which is a very healthy sum. With this restaurant just finished being built, and we have a tenement coming in here, we're gonna have a lot more citizens coming in. No workers in that guard tower because it's kind of poor to work there. And we actually have no like goals to do, which is actually surprising for Tropico because I usually end up having like 5 things on my to-do list, but none whatsoever, which is great because I can actually focus on rebuilding my economy. I keep finding those shacks everywhere. I have so many homes for you guys. You guys are just trying to hide. I just saw you pop up. Where is there another one? Probably. He's hiding somewhere. You have so you can live like right there at that plantation. Just ask him. I'm sure they'll let you work.